Everyone has heard of negligence, but there's more to negligence in a legal sense than some might think. Many people think that negligence is finding a hair in your cereal. However, it is much more complex than that. Negligence is a cause of action where someone didn't do something the way they should have, and someone else was hurt. It is very common in courts in Virginia, as the courts do not require negligence to be specifically pled. Rather, an accusation of negligence is enough to get a trial. That's why if you are thinking of suing someone for negligence, or being sued for negligence, it helps to understand its complexity. If you believe you would like to sue someone for negligence, or are being sued for negligence, please find a civil law attorney who can help you. What a negligence claim actually says is that someone had a duty created by law or common law, that this duty was breached either by action or inaction, and that the breach of duty was both the actual cause and the but-for cause of your damages, and that you were damaged. It sounds very complicated, but it has only 4 elements: duty, breach, causation, and harm. As an average person, you have some reasonable duties of care. For example, the duty to drive with reasonable care, the duty to perform your job the way a reasonable person with that job would, and the duty to maintain your pets in a reasonable manner. Your duties are constantly compared to other people and what a reasonable person would do in that situation. There are some special duties of care, either created by written law or common law, that give some people more responsibility to guard the safety and well-beings of others. There are some special duties of care, either created by written law or common law, that give some people more responsibility to guard the safety and well-being of others. For instance, a doctor has a special duty of care to provide the best care they can to their patient. This means that a doctor would be held to a higher standard than what a reasonable person would do. Instead, that doctor will be judged against the standard of what is expected of a reasonably competent physician. A breach of duty is not doing what a reasonable person would do in your situation, such as drive on the wrong side of the road, remove the wrong tooth, or let your pet destroy your neighbor's flowers. In the event you do or do not do something that a reasonable person would do, you typically have breached your duty. This doesn't mean you have committed negligence, however. It is only negligence if you harm someone with your unreasonable actions. In order to have committed negligence and be sued for it, your actions would have to directly cause someone's damages. What this means is that because you breached your duty of care, that person was harmed, and had you not breached your duty of care, they would be fined. Examples of causation would be if you're driving on the wrong side of the road and crashed into someone, causing their car's damage. Had you not driven on the wrong side of the road, you would not have damaged their car. An example of causation not being met is if your pet tears up your neighbor's garden and they have an aneurysm after seeing it. It is likely that the aneurysm would have occurred regardless of your actions, and so they cannot say that they wouldn't have had an aneurysm but for your actions. Finally, there is harm, which is the hardest concept for most people to understand. Harm is the economic cost of your actions. It has to be actual and quantifiable. For instance, finding a hair in your cereal only gets you the damages of 1 box of cereal. You cannot sue a cereal manufacturer for being grossed out or losing your appetite. Furthermore, you can't sue them for the emotional damages they caused or the loss of trust you now have in cereal. However, you can quantify these damages later on. For example, let's say your dentist pulls out the wrong tooth but replaces it good as new, therefore eliminating all damages that they may have caused you. However, now you distrust dentists as a whole. You could go to therapy to get over your fear and then sue the dentist for the cost of therapy. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and be sure to comment below on what legal topic you'd like to hear discussed next. Thank you.